everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Grace and my channel's name is Graycylyns. If you're tuning in for the first time, you are welcome, my darling. So today's video is basically all about Ghanaian schools, things that you should know and take note of. Especially if you're starting and finishing here, it's important that you know these things. Or if you're a parent and you want to send your child to Ghana, you should definitely watch this video. The first thing is the fact that Ghanaian schools are expensive. If you're an international, a foreigner, you're coming from Nigeria, Cameroon, you're coming from any part of the world, you have to understand that Ghanaian schools are expensive. I feel like some people have that misconception that because it's Ghana or because it's West Africa, the school is just going to be cheap and super affordable. Now, don't get me wrong, it's affordable to a lot of people, but at the same time, it's quite pricey. Now, the school fees that was paid for me as a BSc person reading medical lab technology in Kenya University was way higher than someone who was in medicine in Ukraine. So if price is a thing for you, then I feel like you should really weigh your options, because Ghanaian schools are quite expensive. The second thing is the fact that getting admission is just straightforward. Unlike other schools outside the continent or even in the continent, you have like to go through agents and stuff like that. But for the Ghanaian schools, getting in is just straightforward, like super duper straightforward. No agents. For me, I believe what happened was that they came down to the country, so they had personnel that were sent to Nigeria, and people who wanted to get into Kenya University. This was like 2014. It was super easy. Just your parents could represent you if you weren't available. All you had to bring was just your WAEC results. Pretty much that's it. WAEC. You know, oftentimes people, especially those in Nigeria, ask me like, so you don't need JAMB? Yeah, you don't need JAMB to get into a Ghanaian school, because JAMB is just a Nigerian exam. It doesn't cut across West Africa. At least for my knowledge of admissions, it doesn't. And the third thing is the fact that standard of education is actually high. It is high, but at the same time, it's also flexible. Take for instance my school. It's a school where you can have fun, but at the same time, you can read your books, but at the same time, have time to have fun. Hey! It's super duper flexible to a large extent, but at the same time, you're expected to study your books. There's no two ways about it. You just have to study. So if you don't plan to study, if you plan to play around, then I don't think coming to a Ghanaian school is for you, because some may interpret the standard of education as difficult, but it kind of grooms you to be very strong and stable for any education or any standard of education across the world. So yeah, I would say it is high, I would say it's difficult. Also, if you want to know about my experience as an international student in Ghana, I would link a video here that you should check out that will basically break down almost everything I experienced as a foreigner in Ghana. Yeah. The fourth thing is the fact that the classrooms are really comfortable. Okay, they are probably too comfortable for comfort. Anyway, so you could get classrooms that have air conditions inside of it, and you can also have classrooms that have just fans. But because it's Ghana, you're almost always assured of power supply, so you don't have to worry about sweating or finding yourself in class. At least I can really count a handful of times that there was no power in class, but it rarely happens. So in terms of comfort, whilst you're learning, it's definitely assured. Another thing I'm going to say is the fact that in as much as it is West African, there are certain African culture, or let's say way of viewing things that come into play. Take for instance students who are guys that make their hair or wear earrings or like this kind of things. They shall look at you funny, but some people might frown on it. But yeah, I wouldn't say they're not allowed, but I would say some people might raise eyebrows for you, and some people might find it uncomfortable whilst you're in class. So if you're the type that wears earrings and you're a guy, I'm talking about the guys, wear earrings and stuff like that. I don't know. At this point, I'm not really sure what to say, but you definitely get an eyebrow here and there. So to close today's conversation, I would list a couple of schools that I personally love, and I've had interactions with students from this school, foreign students and locals, and everyone in Ghana will agree with me that these are like the top schools in Ghana. So in no particular order, and because I went to one of them, so I'm going to mention that first. KNUST, which is Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, University of Ghana, Legon, and the final one is UCC. I'm not sure of the full name, but everybody calls it UCC. So yeah, these are the 3 schools I would recommend personally for those who want to school in Ghana. That being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Till I come away next time. Bye, y'all.